Hi everyone, marching to the beat of a different drum. We thought we had challenges with bushfires. This month we have different challenges and they affect all of us, not just some of us. From now on, we are marching to the beat of a different drum. What changes do you want to make in your life? This is your opportunity, but do stay calm. Breathe deeply. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I can't promise you when, but I know there's light at the end of the tunnel. Whoever you are, some aspects of your life are changing forever. Get used to it. Some things we cannot change. Find aspects of your life over which you have some sort of control. And you know what? It may simply be changing your attitude. As human beings, many of us fear change, so we try to keep everything the same. Unfortunately, we cannot control the spread of the virus any more than we can control the vagaries of the stock market. We are looking at uncertain times ahead. Understand, however, that like the egg, we have everything we need that's inside of us. Governments and doctors cannot do it for us. We have to fix us. We are amazing and powerful beings. Tough times do not last, but as humans, we have amazing resilience and ability to adapt. We are in the process of creating a new normal. So what's going to be your new normal? So this newsletter, I will be encouraging you to manage your mind and your thoughts, acknowledge and accept how you feel, and find new activities and visualize a new future for yourself and your community. On Friday, Saturday and Sunday, night and day were the same length of time. The sunlight hours are now receding for us. And interesting to view the astrological chart for those few days. And the most significant aspect is that Chiron, representing the wounded healer, is midway between the nodes of the moon, indicating that the Earth is in a healing crisis. This is an opportunity to bring into balance the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Are you aware of how the planet is breathing more easily without the pollutants billowing from the factories in China and the toxicity of the aircraft fuel? It's scary how quickly our airlines have stopped flying. And I am sure that you can think of some other benefits to Mother Earth as we change our daily routines. Maybe this is the time you become involved with some real action opportunities to heal the planet. Maybe if you live up northern New South Wales or southern Queensland, it might be the time for you to engage in some activities in the local community. My friend Dino has a group called the Byron Rangers. And he has a long-term project planting trees, and he needs volunteers. What a great way to fill your time, out in the open, planting trees and benefiting yourself, your community, and your planet. There are also plans for a veterinary facility specifically for wild critters in the Byron Bay area. Dino is focusing on what he can do to heal the planet. Would you like to help? Do you know someone else who would be interested? So if you check on my website, you will find a reference to the Byron Rangers. Go and check it out. And in considering the balancing of the earth energy at this time, let us give some thought to the soil that provides our food. While connecting recently with a distant cousin in South Australia, I was most interested in a conversation that I had with a gentleman called Brenton Byerly from soil management systems. The company had recently won an award for excellence in cutting-edge agronomy. And he's quoted as saying, "Soil is the foundation of every farming enterprise, and we must get back to basics in understanding our soils. We must promote great diversity of soil life." I would love to spread the word about these natural products, and we'll cover the topic again in future newsletters. If we want to grow food with optimum nutritional value, our soils need to be healthy. And I would argue that agriculture has been heavily influenced by Big Pharma and the provision of additives for the soil that do not necessarily promote long-term healthy soils. So share with your farming friends and let me know what you think. Check out www.soilmanagementsystems, or it's www.soilms.com.au. Now, we're in new sun energy. The Pisces energy that brought this pandemic scourge hopefully is receding. And the sun went into Aries on Saturday. And we have a fabulous new moon in Aries today. It's Tuesday. And today, Tuesday, Saturn, who's been providing structure for the changes wrought by his conjunction with Pluto in earthy Capricorn in the middle of January, he moves into Aquarius, an air sign representing technology. So Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, the planet of technology and sudden surprises. So we may have issues with technology, but I'm noticing a huge uptake in the use of technology for communication, because we can do that while we're confined to our homes. And I'm quite sure that airline activity, when it resumes, will be very different from what we've been accustomed to. Be wary of unusual messages coming to you on any of your platforms. On the other hand, Saturn is going to provide the structure required by this new technology to make it useful for us. Many of us are scrambling, saying, I need to learn how to use teleprompter or YouTube or even Facebook. So this week should be a great time to start something new. Maybe you've had a project you've been wanting to do, you've never had the time to do. Get into it because you've got time. I'd expect today we might feel a bit different energy because it's Tuesday and we have a new moon. The intensity of the Mars-Pluto conjunction is Capricorn has shut down our normal lives. Don't need to tell you that, you know about that. This energy is about power and control. Who controls your life? Is there a hidden agenda? Tuesday today is about new beginnings. Unlike many of you who start their new year in January, my plan was to begin activities with a new moon activity this week. I will initiate some new activities, and I have, but the full action energy will now wait until action-oriented Mars actually enters Aries at the end of June. Did you know this is the 6th successive month we've had the moon in 4 degrees? And the number 4 has very solid energy, great for building reliable and enduring structures. What are you building? It doesn't have to be a physical structure. It might be a routine. What drumbeat do you want to march to? 4/4 time? 6/8? Or 3/4? Or your own? Easing this feeling of frustration in the last few days of the month is a harmonious connection between Venus in earthy Taurus and the Pluto-Jupiter-Mars conjunction in Capricorn, also an earth sign. And this energy does help us feel independent and strong, with courage and confidence to move forward. It's a great time to Just enjoy being physical human. Enjoy thoughtfully prepared meals. Enjoy a nice warm bath. If you have home beauty routines, this is the time for that. We are so accustomed to structures and boundaries being set for us by external forces. This is a time for us to take control for ourselves. If you're home, do institute some sort of daily routine. Your body and mind will thank you for it. Get up at the same time every day. Make sure you do your exercise at the same time every day. Have your meals at the same time. When you have this routine, your brain starts to feel more comfortable and you feel calmer and less stressed. You will have noticed if you've ever been around children or elderly folk, there's a routine, because the routine makes our brains feel comfortable. So establish a routine for yourself if you are home, either working at home or at home waiting for work to return. External forces do not have the breadth of or power or resources to hold us to their power structure for very long. Our governments are doing their best to respond to this global situation, but they're not really responsible for us, and they're not capable of looking after us all. There's simply not the resources. So be responsible for yourself. Look after yourself first, and then reach out to support your neighbour. It may just be sharing a meal or taking a meal around, doing some shopping. It might be being an ear to listen to their troubles as they work their way through their challenges. This is a time for love. Love makes our world go round. And by the way, there's enough toilet paper for us all to have clean bums. At times like this, many of us turn to the faith that we have nurtured and that sustains us in good times and bad. Whatever your faith, it is your faith and belief systems, and helps you feel that life will be better after the storm has passed. And it will. And just because your faith is not the same as mine doesn't mean I'm lost or you're lost. We're simply on different paths to the same destination. Whatever your faith, make time to pray or meditate or quiet time at the very least. If you're meditating, simply allow your thoughts to flow in and out without taking hold of them as they pass through your mind like clouds in the sky. Being confined to home allows us time to be in a quiet space. Make use of this opportunity. Meditation only needs to be 10 or 15 minutes a day. Best time in the morning, before you are distracted by the other aspects of your day. The important thing is to allow yourself to connect with your inner self, your soul, or whatever you call that insubstantial part of your being, your real you. You can also accomplish meditation by walking or swimming or cycling. It's rhythmic, and once you attain that rhythm, your body continues in robotic manner, so your thoughts can simply flow. The bonus is that you get your exercise in as well. I have been alerted to the fact that many of you will be feeling that this is the end. Please, if you or someone you know are feeling that depressed, pick up the phone and chat to someone. Even better, phone Lifeline or Beyond Blue. I'm happy to take calls, but remember, I'm not a counsellor. But talk to somebody, because there's always a way. There's always a way forward. And your feelings are important. You will have time on your hands. And some of you have been raised not to feel or acknowledge your feelings. And now is the time to redress that aspect of your being. It is normal in times of uncertainty to feel fear, to feel anxiety, to feel concern. Remember that you are loved and you are important. Welcome and acknowledge how you feel. Create a measured response that honors you and gives you hope. The aspect of your life over which you have most control is your response to outside events. This is not the end of the world. Tough times pass, and the sun still rises in the morning. Maybe you have a trusted friend who is happy to lend you an ear. I'm happy to chat with you, but maybe you need professional counselling to help you unblock feelings that have been suppressed or hidden. Feelings are good. It's how we respond to our feelings that's important. Another useful tool might be to write a journal. Expressing how we feel can often release those pent-up feelings. If they're toxic about others, once you've written them down, burn them, let them go. Make an effort to address and process those feelings, even if you do need professional help to do so. Anger and frustration poison our bodies. Get rid of it. Otherwise, it will manifest in your body as illness. Exercise is important at this time, particularly when you have extra time on your hands. Maybe a walk, a bike ride, a swim, a canoe, or whatever causes your body to move and breathe quickly. Fresh air oxygenates our lungs and allows the body to derive the energy needed to keep healthy and well. We know that exercise also stimulates the production of endorphins, feel-good hormones. When we exercise, we release anxiety and also fatigue our bodies so we sleep better at night. And sleep is such a healing aspect of our beings. What's your preferred way of moving your body? Make the most of this opportunity to review and maybe renew your exercise regime. You might want to do something different. Now, Saturn is moving into Aquarius for a couple of months, only to return to Capricorn for a few more months, and then get seriously into Aquarius up for about 18 months at the end of the year. I believe there will be amazing opportunities for us using technology. And as I mentioned before, already a number of us are using Zoom and Skype and FaceTime much more frequently than we did before. New energy calls for new ways to heal our bodies. And my friend Birgit Bright is a gifted healer and practices information medicine. She calls it the new homeopathy. And this information-based method she uses is the one created by the Austrian scientist Erich Köbler, called New Homeopathy. It harmonizes the electromagnetic field in the body through the use of specific geometric forms. And Birgit teaches us how to use those symbols on our bodies to change the energy and to heal. No drugs, no pain. You might like to check it out and check on my Facebook page. There's a reference to it. Now, take control of your life. You might feel that everything's galloping out of control, but you have control over you. If you are living an accidental life, it's easy to feel anxieties without boundaries and feeling out of control. I encourage you to live consciously. This is not an accidental life. When you live consciously, you have a plan for going forward. It may be just a plan for tomorrow, taking one day at a time, depending on your circumstances. But it frees you from fear, and you can discern and define your priorities. You may even have time, may be able to tune into your intuition, which helps guide you forward. What is your new drumbeat? My beautiful young Canadian friend who was staying with me for a while, moping around the house, trying to decide if she should return home, find another job, enroll for a course, or seriously look and find that job in agricultural work that would allow her to extend her visa for another year. She had a lovely time living the dream on the beach and refining her tan. After a few days, she announced she'd decided her way forward and she was feeling much better because she'd made a plan. She was much happier she'd made a plan. We spent a beautiful day at the Crystal Castle, bathing ourselves in healing energies. And then shortly after that, she boarded a plane and went home. What good timing. The universe is amazing. Love and light to all of you.